Hello everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today...
A man has posted a meme about the riots in Lagos in the UK.
Today I'm going to be talking about more pointless censorship, more ridiculous age verification spreading through other websites that I wasn't expecting, and somebody ended up actually getting arrested over fictional content. Before we get into the topics at hand, as much as I'm not a fan of wanting to do this early on, but I got no choice with how YouTube is today, if you could leave a like and comment what you think down below, I would really appreciate you a ton, because if you do that, the chances of the video going up in the algorithm could potentially boost up. You never know if you try. But anyways, so recently I've gotten back to Helldivers 2, and I decided to get back to those mods specifically located in Nexus Mods. And while I was going through mods through that game, a notification popped up saying age verification for UK users, and I looked into it and I was like, oh god damn it.
Back at the start of July, we let you know that we'd be making changes to how adult content works on Nexus Mods to comply with UK's Online Safety Act and the EU's Digital Services Act. The next step is age verification, which will begin rolling out for UK users only from next week. EU users will follow once the law requires it, and users outside the UK and EU are not affected. Why is this happening? As a UK-based company, we're legally required to protect cupcakes online and ensure adult content is only accessible to adults. Removing adult content entirely was never a viable option, so we're introducing an age verification system that will allow adults to continue accessing it while meeting our legal obligations.
And there you have it. That's why they're doing it, and since they're based in the UK, they basically have no choice, so that's GG's on their part. I will say it, and I will say it again. I don't care how many times I repeat it. They are doing this for the sake of control. Well, given in Nexus Mod's case, they're doing it because they have no choice, but the people that are a part of that Safety Act for the UK, they don't give a damn about the cupcakes. It is mainly about control. It never was protecting the cupcakes. They want to stalk you and invade your privacy and control how you live your goddamn life. That's their goal at the end of the day. Is control. Yeah, this sure ain't the time to be alive right now. I really don't know what the hell's going on this year. I mean, I already knew it was gonna be bad, like I predict with every other year, but holy shit, I really hit the motherlode at this point, because it's only getting worse from here, it really is. Though there is some good news when it comes to the whole PayPal, Mastercard, Visa thing with them censoring stuff and basically taking away people's payments just because they don't like what they're selling, with Chibi Reviews saying, breaking censorship news. The EO that Trump passed also appears to slam payment processors and their TOS for the using vague terms like brand protection to censor legal content like anime. Actually, one of the biggest wins in this presidency. Now, if he tackles the Epstein files, and also the subreddit for Pixav got banned, unfortunately. I really don't know why, but something tells me censorship. And now we're going to be talking a bit about Collective Shout and how goofy they've been doing lately, with these old hag Karens at it again with their usual stereotypical behavior. This is a Collective Shout member saying it's sexism if a woman buys a shirt. Remember, this is one of the people defending cuties. Open art trend with this shirt starts just out of spite. And these Collective Shout weirdos are the same weirdos that love to not want to talk about Diddy or the Epstein files, or even with the newer Roblox shenanigans that's going on, where Roblox is actually going out of their way defending EDPs. That is not a good look. I'm just saying, that's really not a good look. And also, there's a reappeal for the Online Safety Act, and it's getting a ton of signatures. And unfortunately, overall, the government's gonna be like, nah, we're not gonna do anything about it. And now we have some good-ish news, but at the same time, it's bad for the developers who made the games on itch.io. Breaking news, itch.io is re-indexing adult games on their site again, if it's labeled free. They confirm they are actively talking with payment processors to sort things out. When you look at it down here, it says, today we are re-indexing free adult NSFW content. We are still ongoing discussions with payment processors and will be reintroducing paid content slowly to ensure we can confidentially support the widest range of creators in the long term, which this is a W for the games, but you know, the developers who made those games are not really going to be getting any money off of it, but this is a step to freedom. I guess. I don't know what more to call it. And also, Mastercard ended up making up bullshit with their response, trying to plot twist, basically Uno reverse what really happened between them censoring Steam. And at the end of the day, they got community noted, and the note basically says that both Steam and itch have stated the removal of adult content come from pressure by payment processors, including Mastercard. Furthermore, Mastercard and other payment processors have a documented history of refusing service up to Japanese retailers over illegal adult content. And there you have it. There's more you need to know with what they really don't want to tell you. It is insane that they are blatantly lying to us with what's really happening here. This is 2025. Who the fuck do you think you're gonna be fooling putting out some shit like that? About 15 hours ago, Chibi Reviews made a video saying you can be arrested for anime images. In the video, that's exactly what happened in the title. There was no out-of-season April Fool's joke. It wasn't just some sort of sick, twisted prank or anything. Somebody actually got arrested over liking fictional content. Now, whatever type of content it is, nobody should be arrested for that. Like, treating, like, actual fictional stuff into real things is a huge, huge red flag, and people who really think like that, I guarantee you they tend to have actual skeletons in their closet. And doing that is going to take it away from real problems that are actually happening in real life. Instead of focusing on those grooming gangs in the UK, they would rather go after people that look into fictional content. I'm telling you right now for a fact, fictional content was literally the first step of censorship. Treating fiction like it's reality is unhinged behavior. Just like when it comes to gaming and anime and all that, all of it is fake. It's not even real, not even close. And if people go out of their way doing horrible shit and end up getting arrested, and they use that as their reasoning, it's bullshit. They did it to themselves. It's not the games, it's not the fictional content's fault, it is literally and solely on them. When I watched that video, it genuinely pissed me off, and at the same time, I somewhat wasn't surprised either, because of how worse the world is getting, how worse in general it's getting. These Karens, these power-hungry weirdos, these literal control freaks are literally taking away your First Amendment right, your freedom of choice, your privacy, your alternatives, even your passions and hobbies, and mainly escapism. They're taking all that away. They're trying their damnedest to take it all away. They really don't get it. They really don't seem to comprehend. If you take that shit away from people, they're gonna lose their fucking minds. They will probably riot. They'll do something. I mean, especially those that got nothing to lose and escapism is the only way for them. Like, it's the only thing that keeps them sane. And if you take that away, it'll create some sort of hornet's nest. I'm telling you right now. Like, it's really gonna start some kind of serious conflict if you really want to go there. At the end of the day, these payment processors need to just shut the hell up, do their job, and payment the damn processor. So long if the item, like As Portal, if I want to buy a game called As Portal, then I give them my payment, they better accept the payment with no goddamn complaints. Because that game is 100% legal, and these collective hags need to seriously find something better to do with themselves, because this is some serious bum shit with what they're currently doing. If they really care about protecting cupcakes, actually talk about the Epstein files, talk about P. Diddy, go after Roblox. Actually talk about real-world issues that are happening right now when it comes down to it, but we all know they're not going to anyways. Instead of going against this stuff, they would rather defend and praise it, like cuties, because they are that weird. It's simple as that. They are weird to the point where they want to get the law involved to arrest people that basically got something not so nice to say about them, or a simple disagreement. That is as weird as they can possibly get. And you wonder why you lot don't really get taken all that serious. I am going to say it again, it was never meant to protect the cupcakes. All of this that you just saw in this video was never meant for that one bit. They don't give a shit about any of that. They just want benefit and gain and control over it. Yeah, I believe that's gonna be about it. I know some of the topics that I've talked about on this video is a bit of a delay for me on my part, but you know, I got things to do. I've been busy then and there with other content, so hopefully you can understand with that. Until then, I will see you guys next time.